Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. Today's video is my YALC wrap up. For those of you guys who don't know, I got the opportunity to work at YALC this year for all 3 days. I was helping Jamie at the Quirk stand. I'm kind of really awkward in person and I get really nervous about meeting people. So I was kind of pushing myself way out of my comfort zone by doing this, and I was so nervous before the Friday, but I had an absolutely brilliantly amazing 3 days at YALC, and I'm going to attempt to recap it for you now. The only thing I'm going to say about the issues with YALC is that because I was working there and was behind the stand a lot of the time, I didn't really see or experience as much as other people. I had heard multiple people saying about the signing queues and the accessibility issues with them, and I also heard about the goodie bags. You know, the goodie bags that was a tote bag and then that bit of booklet thing with the map and everything. Yeah, that's a goodie bag apparently. Okay. The first book I got signed at YALC was my copy of State of Sorrow by Melinda Salisbury. I also got the paperback signed, but I put it in a book stack and I don't really want to risk my life by trying to retrieve it. This is the Fairy Loot hardcover edition and Melinda signed it for me. Look. And she even did the little leaf stamp. But she signed this for me and my paperback copy. Her signing, my lord. The next book I got signed at YALC was Jinxed by Amy McCulloch. I also got my ARC signed. Luckily for me, the lovely people at #Reads took my books and kept them behind the stand and got them signed for me because I couldn't stand in the signing queues, and I'm so grateful to them for doing that. Amy signed it. The final lot of books that I got signed at YALC were my Vic James books. I have been trying to get Vic to sign my books for forever. As you guys know, I completely love the Dark Gifts trilogy. It's one of my favourites. I love Vic's writing. It is amazing. And I was super nervous to meet her. There was an incident on, I think it was the Saturday, where Jamie had gone off to do something and her phone was on the table and it started to ring. And I ended up having to answer it. And I was like, hello, Jamie's phone? And it's just, oh, it's Vic. And I was like, oh my god. Oh, hi, Vic. How's things? I was like, oh my god, it's Vic James. And I basically freaked out, and as soon as I saw Jamie, I was like, Jamie, save me, Jamie. I bumped into Vic a few times over the course of the weekend because she was over at Steph's Geeky Clean stand, and I kind of wasn't prepared for it. I was like, oh my god, it's Vic James. And Steph was like, oh, Alicia, this is Vic. And I was like, oh my god, not prepared. I haven't prepared myself emotionally. And obviously I got to help her with her signing. Vic is super freaking lovely. She is amazing. After her signing, she came and signed my books for me at the stand, and she was literally just so lovely. I can't get over it. I had my Arc of Gilded Cage signed. I got my fancy hardcover of Gilded Cage signed, and I will never not be bitter that the US publisher scrapped this cover design. The little message. Yay! I got my regular copies of the trilogy signed, and in my copy of Bright Ruin, Vic left a really nice little message. Honestly, meeting Vic probably made my weekend. I did want to get my book signed by Tomi Adeyemi, but her signing queue was freaking insane. I was going to go over and get a number, but then someone came up to the Quirk stand and she was number like 200 and something, and I was just like, no, this isn't happening. The very first things I picked up at YALC were on the Friday in the afternoon when I had a very quick wander round. It's mostly just some free bits and pieces from the stands. I got this totally cool There Will Be Blood bookmark. It's for Grey's Sister by Mark Lawrence. I picked this up from the HarperCollins stand. It's going to be my new favourite bookmark, I'm not going to lie. It's very stabby. I got a Harper Voyager lanyard from them too. Picked up a Now We Rise badge and an Ash Princess badge. Then I headed over to the Team Bookmark stand because I had my eyes on the prize from the start, you guys. Last year at YALC, you don't know how hard it was to get a freaking Language of Thorn sampler. This year I had my eyes on that King of Scars sampler and I knew I needed one. I need to stop playing with the badges. But they had so many samplers this year, and I think... I just dropped a badge. And I think pretty much everyone got one. I did pick up these badges. Don't know if you can see them. So we have the Corporalki badge, which is the red one. Materialki. It helps if I hold it there. Materialki. And then Etheralki. I'm so weak for badges. So I picked up those badges, and then I managed to pick up what was incredibly high on my wish list for the weekend, which is a King of Scars sampler. I am literally so happy I got this. I was really worried it was going to be like last year where they didn't have very many and you'd have to run around trying to find stuff to get it. But like I said, they had a load of them. I think everyone got the opportunity to get one, and I managed to pick one up. And I'm so excited. And on my quick little run around on Friday afternoon, I also picked up a sampler of Enchante. It's set in Paris in 1789, a city filled with beggars, thieves, revolutionaries and magicians. It's about our main character Camille, who is a 17-year-old orphan. She has to provide for her frail sister and her volatile brother. They survive by using the petty magic she learnt from their mother, transforming scrap metal into coins. That's a 10, that's a 5, that's a 1. Louis the 16th. Yes. When things take a turn for the worse, Camille must pursue a richer, more dangerous mark, the glittering court of Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette's Versailles. Using magic, Camille transforms herself into a glamorous baroness, but as she is swept up into a dizzying world of riches, finery and suitors, Camille soon discovers that she's not the only one leading a double life. My kind of book says that this is a compelling historical fantasy for fans of Caraval and the Night Circus. So this definitely sounded interesting to me, and so I thought I'd pick up the sampler. I still haven't read it yet. Oops. I also managed to pick up a sampler of The Wicked King by Holly Black. I went over to Faber and Faber because I wanted to ask about Allwyn's signing on Saturday, and they very kindly gave me these little postcards. Each one is a cover of one of Allwyn's books. Allwyn's covers are freaking gorgeous and I love them. So Friday, before I left after my shift, was when I made my first purchases, because I went over to Ben's of Tomes stand to see what books he had. I have been wanting to get my hands on Ben's book, Cloaked in Shadow. When I heard that Ben was going to be at YALC selling his books, I thought I would pick up the book from him directly instead of buying it through Amazon. I just figured it would be better for Ben to buy it directly from him. I initially wasn't going to buy anything on the Friday because I didn't have much space in my bag, but Ben was doing really well at his publishing stand. A lot of stuff was nearly sold out on the Friday, and his book was one of the ones that was nearly sold out, so I picked it up super fast to make sure I got it, because I'd have been devastated if I came in on the Saturday and ended up not being able to buy it. So I finally picked up a copy of Cloaked in Shadow by Ben Alderson. And because I didn't trust Ben not to leave me on a cliffhanger and desperate for the next book, I also picked up the sequel, Found in Night, as well. So essentially, I'm just going to binge read the two of them in one go, because why not? I honestly think this is the purchase I was most excited about the entire weekend. He also gave me these two character bookmarks, which are characters from the books, and they are designed and drawn by Joe Painter. And because Ben is super lovely, he offered to sign the books for me, and I said yes, so he signed them too. Yay! He was sharing his stall with Joe Painter. You guys probably know her. She does a lot of the super amazing fan art. And I have to say, Ben and Joe really made my weekend, because they were some of the first people I talked to at YALC. They were both so kind and so lovely. I was still feeling a bit anxious on the Friday. Talking to them kind of really relaxed me, and I chilled out, and I was like, okay, it's not bad talking to bookish people. It's fine. It's all good. But they were genuinely so lovely the entire time, the whole weekend. And every time I went to talk to them, they had a chat with me, and they were just so kind. And they are literally two of the loveliest people I have ever met. Now, after taking 3 days to decide what I was going to buy, I finally settled on the 3 art prints I was going to get, which is one more than I was actually going to buy. The first one I got was an art print of Feyre and Lucian, which is this one. The second art print I picked up from Joe was Cassian and Nesta, which is this one. And of course, the one art print that needed no debating from me was of my boy Azriel, along with more. And then I picked up a couple of Joe's bookmarks too. We have this one. We have this one. And this one. On the Saturday of YALC, I got to pick up an early finished copy of Jinxed by Amy McCulloch, and I picked this up because obviously I wanted to get it signed. And #Reads got it signed for me because they're amazing. And also on the Saturday, I got my copy of Hero at the Fall signed by Allwyn Hamilton at the Faber and Faber stand. Because I got my copy of Hero at the Fall signed by Allwyn, I also got a Hero at the Fall tote bag too. Everything else I picked up on the Sunday. Like I said, it was the day I allocated for shopping. I hit up YALC first. I picked up Night of Cake and Puppets by Laini Taylor from the Hot Escape stand. This is a companion to the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. I still haven't read that series yet, but I thought I'd pick this up because the cover was pretty and it has illustrations. I also picked up a copy of Iron Gold by Pierce Brown, which I still hadn't picked up yet. Okay, I still haven't picked one up yet. I know, it's bad. Red Riding, why was I gonna say Red Riding Hood? This is the first book in the saga set post Red Rising, and because I bought 2 books, I got a tote bag for free. The final book that I picked up at YALC was All the Ever Afters by Danielle Teller. I've had my eye on this for so long. There were a few other books that I wanted to pick up from Harper Voyager. I wanted to pick up The Poppy War, Witch Sign, and Queens of Innis Lear, but because I planned to pick them up on the Sunday because I didn't have enough space in my bag on the Friday and the Saturday, by the time Sunday rolled around they had sold out of all of those, so I couldn't pick them up. But I did manage to pick this up. It's got a completely gorgeous cover, it's got deckled edges, and I got it for a $5 or $2 because they had a sale going on at that point on Sunday. All the Ever Afters is a reimagining of Cinderella told from the evil stepmother's point of view. I'm completely intrigued by this. Jamie also let me pinch one of the tote bags from the Quirk stand. As for the bookish merch I picked up, I acquired a lot of candles. I didn't mean to acquire a lot of candles, but it happened. The first one is the exclusive YALC candle from Geeky Clean. This smells exactly like the room spray that was in the last Fairy Loot box, Card and Study. It smells amazing. I completely love that scent. I can't stop sniffing it. Thank you so much, you guys. I completely love this candle. It smells amazing. I'm trying not to burn it too much because I want to preserve the scent and make it last longer. Perhaps the biggest temptation of the weekend was the fact that the Bookish Burn stand was right next to the Quirk stand, so all weekend I could see the pretty candles. They were such brilliant neighbours for the entire weekend. Faye did an absolutely amazing cosplay of Manon on the Saturday, I think it was. I sniffed pretty much every candle they had at that stand and they all smelled amazing. I picked the Etheralki candle. This smells completely amazing. Top is all glittery. I've already burned it because I took photos, but the top's all glittery. The Cursed Herondale, which smells of Will's manly scent, and it's all sparkly on the top. I burned these to take photos, so I probably should have done this video before I did that. Adeline's Assassin, which smells of stormy lavender scent. It smells so good. And I picked up a Currently Reading candle, which smells of juicy grapes and crunchy apples, and it literally smells like a grape gel pen. That is my haul from YALC, but I also went down to the LFCC floor to have a look around and I picked up some things there as well. Some of this is probably not going to even surprise any of you. So you guys may or may not have seen on Twitter and Instagram a guy who draws real life Pokemon. They look freaking amazing, and I knew he was going to be at LFCC, so I specifically went to Artists Alley to find him because I wanted to pick up some prints and stuff. I was going to treat myself to one A4 or A5 Pokemon print, but then I saw the Kanto region map. The attention to detail in it is completely amazing, and I think I should be given some level of a reward for managing to get it home without damaging it, because I was really scared that I was going to smush it, but I didn't. I picked up a couple of his little Pokemon cards. I got Diglett. How cute is Diglett though? And then I picked up Coughing, because Coughing looked cute too, okay? They both looked cute. No one ever likes Diglett or Coughing, but they look so cute here. I don't even like Diglett usually because Diglett's annoying, but it's so cute. And because I have no self-control, I also picked up a couple of postcards as well. I also picked up the Mew postcard because it's totally cute. I picked up Pikachu because it would have been rude not to. It's really hard for me to pick a solid favourite out of the Pokemon zoology, but I think Cubone comes in pretty close and I had to pick it up because I saw this one on Twitter and it was completely stunning and I couldn't resist getting the postcard for it. Picked up Flareon too because Flareon is my favourite evolution of Eevee. Now, it is quite hard for me to pick a favourite Pokemon, but I am quite partial to Jigglypuff, as you can tell, so I had to pick up the Jigglypuff postcard too. It's so cute. Look how cute the eyes. I was well chuffed with myself. There is a subscription box you can get called Inspire Me Korea, and they send you a little box. It has snacks in and some other little bits and pieces, as well as a really cool booklet that tells you a load about the Korean culture and everything. And I've been looking at it online and I keep meaning to pick one up, and I'm always saying I'm gonna do it, and I've never got around to it, but they had a load of BTS t-shirts on their site as well, which were really funny, like a Blank Tay, Jungkook, I'm Your Hope, Worldwide Handsome, and various others. And I really wanted to buy one because I was going to wear it to BTS's concert in October that I didn't get tickets for because London sold out like that and I didn't get a ticket. As I was wandering around, I spotted Inspire Me Korea. They had a stand and I didn't know they were going to have a stand there, and I went over and I spent a lot of time there and I was talking to the girls who run it and they are super, super lovely. I had a really good chat with them and I'm probably going to surprise no one with what I bought. So they have 7 of these BTS t-shirts and I think all of the captions on them are really funny and they've picked a brilliant one for each member. So I had a hard time choosing which one to pick, and because they had an offer on, I bought 2. I got Chim Chim, and because Suga is a fellow 93 liner, I picked up the Motionless Min shirt too, because I am pretty motionless some of the time. Those I picked up initially. They had some boxes on offer. You could buy some of their past Inspire Me Korea boxes, or they would make up a K-pop box for you, and I was debating it, and I was like, I'll come back and do it later when I have time to sort it. And then I realised I wouldn't have time later, so I pretty much walked away and then came back 5 minutes later. And I got an Inspire Me Korea BTS K-pop box. They asked me which member I wanted the box to focus on, and I picked Jimin and Tae, my bias and my bias wrecker. If you can work out which one is which, let me know in the comments and we will see who is correct. In this box that they made up for me is another one of the BTS t-shirts, as well as some various bits and pieces, which I'm going to show to you guys. So you open the box. They gave me this, which is totally cool, and you unfold it and it has Happy New Year written on it. Hanbok. It's a hanbok. Look, it's so good. It's a little banana phone charm. I have a Jimin pop-up card. I've got some totally cute stickers for the whole group. I've got a little quote card with a quote from Spring Day on it, and on the back is a quote from Paradise by NCT 127. I got a Jimin photo card from You Never Walk Alone. I got a Taehyung card. I got a postcard of all of them. I got another card that's all of them. I got some Jimin stickers. I got this little Bangtan Boys card. I got a Jimin photo card. I got another Jimin photo card. And another Jimin photo card. I got that one, which I'm fairly sure is from their performance of Perfect Man. Their cover of that. It's like they knew that orange-haired Jimin is one of my weaknesses, along with blonde-haired Jimin. And another Jimin card. And then a Taehyung card. And another Tae card. And a Tae sticker. And then we have my third and final BTS t-shirt, because apparently I need 3 in my life. God of Destruction, which is obviously RM's t-shirt, because, you know, he kind of does destroy things. I have this distinct feeling that I'm going to end up buying all of the t-shirts, even though I really don't need 7 of them. On the day I'm filming this, myself, Ali and Robin are going to be trying to get tickets for BTS in New York. If that happens, I'll probably wear one of the t-shirts then. Possibly. If it happens. I guess we'll see. So that has been my YALC and LFCC wrap-up / haul. I literally had such a brilliant weekend. I got to meet so many amazing people. Marie K, Vic James, Jamie. I actually got to meet Jamie in person. I had so much fun with Jamie, and it felt so weird for the entire first week after YALC not to see Jamie and eat pizza. I got to meet Naz again, who I met for the first time at YALC last year, and I was so insanely awkward, but I was luckily less awkward meeting her this year. I got to meet Nazia in person for the first time, which I've been super excited about. I've been really wanting to meet her, but I was also really nervous at the same time that I was going to be really awkward, but no, it was brilliant. I met Vicky and Christine. I met Vicky last year at YALC again, and I was so awkward, and I was really worried I was going to be awkward meeting them again, but I think the awkwardness was alleviated by the fact that I had seen them the previous night at the Penguin Secret Society event. It was really moist in there. I also got to meet Lauren, and I met her at the event too. I got to meet Kate, who was so lovely. I've been keeping an eye out for her, and I bumped into her on the Sunday, finally, twice. I also got to meet and talk to a load of really great publishing people at Hodescape, Scholastic, Faber and Faber. I'm really, really sorry if I've left anyone out, but I met and talked to so many people over the course of the weekend, and you were all so lovely and amazing. But it was a lot of people to meet and it was a lot to handle, so it's kind of all fried my brain a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what your favourite part of YALC was, what you guys picked up there, what you picked up at LFCC. I will link all of my social media down below, along with all of the books and all of the companies I bought from, so you guys can check them out. And I'll see you guys soon.